Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and today I want to cover all of the new featured shop sales that have been introduced recently for both money and crystals, because we've actually gotten an influx of new ones that I've never seen before. Some of the existing sales have been tweaked, and I've been getting a lot of questions on YouTube, on Twitch, on Twitter. Hey, is this pack good? Hey, is this pack good? Hey, is that pack bad? And so I wanted to cover all of them and give you my opinion so that you can best invest or not invest. Now, I will say before we get into it that it is good to see Netmarble testing out new ways of selling us things, whether they're selling them to us for money or for crystals. It's good that they're continuing to experiment with different methods of delivery, because it gives players more options and it tells Netmarble more clearly what do the players like, i.e. Stark stashes, boost points, subscriptions, etc., and then what do players not like. There's always going to be certain packs in the store that are just shitty, but they're there, like for example probably the World Boss pack I don't think is very good, but for those players that are super desperate to catch up, super desperate to tier 2 some character, maybe it is appealing to them. But in general, if I don't discuss it now, it's probably because it's a pretty awful pack. And then of course, as always, I haven't said this in every video, but I'll try to from now on. If you have any hesitation about a purchase that you're about to make, whether it's for real money or for crystals, you can always stop what you're doing, hit me up online, Discord, Twitter. Probably one of those three is actually really good. If you hit me up on one of those three, I promise I'll respond to you within a couple of hours at most. Alternatively, you could ask me on Twitch or YouTube, but it's a bit slower to reply, and sometimes I can miss your message. Probably Twitch is probably the worst, or YouTube. Anyways, let's get into the actual packs. Now, the new crystal packs, this is one of them. It's right over here. It is the uniform upgrade ticket times 200 for 950 crystals. Now this is a limited sale. It pops up twice over a 24-hour period, and then each time it has, I believe, 2,000 quantity. So you can see there, it's only sold about 990, less than 90 so far. But it's only been on sale for about an hour and 20 minutes. In general, I think this is a bad pack to purchase, because if you divide it down to 100 uniform upgrade kits, it's 475, so almost 500 crystals for 100 kits. If you divide that again for 50 kits, you're paying about 250 crystals, just a little bit less than 250 crystals. But think about that 250 crystals, and then I want you to come and join me in the Shield Lab. I want you to collect your pink antimatter. I want you to scroll over here and check if there's anything good. No, let's refresh it. You don't actually have to do any of this stuff. I'm just doing it here. Oh, definitely gonna buy that. Thank you very much. Haha. Now over here you can see that this is a worse price. This is 50 for 300. What I said before was 50 for 250. So it's actually better than what you're getting in the item shop, but that's still not very good, because if you go over to your trusty friend the processor, and if you, well, rank it up, you'll be able to make your own uniform upgrade kits, and you'll be able to make 50 at least for just 300 feathers. It does cost 100 of these and 100 of these, which soon I will have both in very short supply. Right now I'm broke on these, but I'm starting to become broke on those, so I want to make another video about it. But Netmarble, please sell me component packs and Stark blueprints, or let us farm them in some other game mode, because they're so difficult to get. Anyways, you do also have to pay gear up kits. It's not that cheap for newer players, but if you're a brand new player, you shouldn't be spending 450 crystals or 900 crystals on 200 uniform upgrade kits anyways. Here's what I'm trying to say. It's really easy to get uniform upgrade kits. I can make at least 50 of these per day from the processor. You play another 30 stages of a dimension rift every day, 10 for 3 different rifts, in order to clear them to 100%, so you can get the completion rewards. And from 30 runs, you're going to get on average at least 20 kits. So I can easily farm 70 kits per day for very little. And so that 200 is just a drop in the bucket. It's really not worth very much. And honestly, 200 upgrade tickets does not get you very far, especially considering that the most of the new uniforms, all of the Captain Marvel uniforms, are all of the kind of tier 2 variety. Not tier 2 in the sense that they're for native tier 2s, but tier 2 in the sense that they cost more. Instead of 750 crystals, they're 1,050 crystals, and then they also cost more uniform upgrade kits. And so that 200 is going to barely get you up to, I think, advanced or rare. It really doesn't do much. But I'm going to put up the list now of the other limited quantity sales, because there are some good ones and some sort of so-so ones. So we've got the 6 ISO 8 pack for 750 crystals. This one is a bit misleading because it looks like you're getting one 6-star ISO, but you're actually getting 8. You're getting one of each, one powerful, one, one silver, one red, one blue, one green, the whole variety, one of each for 750 crystals. This is the same deal as before, except the old deal used to have 500,000 gold tacked on. So they actually made the deal worse. And for that reason alone, you fucking crooks, I would say don't purchase this anymore, because 750 crystals for one of each ISO 8 is actually decent if you're desperate to awaken other ISOs, if you're like competing for ABX or whatever. But the fact that they actually took out the gold means that I'm probably never going to buy it again. And if you're more of a casual player or more of a collector and not aggressive competitor, I would say just steer clear of it to make a point to Netmarble. And then we have the bonus gold package. This one costs 900, just under 1,000, 950 crystals as well, and this gives you 400,000 gold. This one is almost good. I think if it was double, I think if it was 8 million gold, it would actually be very good. I think it's about 1 million gold to 100 crystals is a good ratio where you should hit purchase. This is not quite there yet, but I think for those of you that are super desperate, you might pull the trigger because 4 million gold is a decent chunk to get some things done. But for the kind of, medium spenders to free to play, it's definitely something to steer clear of entirely. But one that you definitely want to hit up is the custom gear package. Now, again, this depends on whether you're the type of player who has a ton of resources saved up because you're just a crazy hoarder like me. I have, at any one point since December, I have 20 to 30 random obelisks that I don't want that I can use to reroll as kind of just fodder. Just food for other obelisks and CTPs to try to get better stats on them. So if you have this, if you're in my situation, you should skip this one. But if you're not, if you're desperate for obelisks, or if you're looking specifically for an obelisk for an elemental damage character, because we know that elemental obelisks like, I don't know, this one, not that one, this one, lightning damage or cold damage for Luna Snow, those ones are usually as good, if not better than a CTP of energy for a lot of characters. In that case, you may consider purchasing this. It is 950 crystals for, 5 mythic obelisks. Now, it's a little bit worse than the old sale, but we're not going to talk about that. It's still very good. 5 mythic obelisks for 950 crystals is a good deal. And I would say, even some free-to-play players might consider purchasing it if they want to make an upgrade on their existing obelisks, because chances are with 5 rolls, one of them might be good, and then from that you have 5 extra rolls, so you technically have 10 tries to get one good obelisk, because then you can use those 5 mythics, if they're all bad, to reroll another obelisk 5 times, and that's actually decent for 950 crystals. Then you have the comic card pack. It is 6 legendary cards for 950 crystals. I don't know why they continue to inflate the cost of comic cards, but just in case you're wondering, a legendary card is just 5 stars. So you actually do need 6 legendary cards to make one of them mythic. So in this case, if I wanted to make Punisher mythic, I would need an additional 5 cards. So it's actually 6. So you're basically paying 950 crystals and 50,000 gold for the upgrade there to get one random, semi-random mythic card. For 1,000 crystals, are you kidding me? Dream on. Back in the day, like a year and a half ago, they had a sale which was 2 mythic cards. I think it was 2 mythic cards for 1,200 crystals. That means it was 600 crystals for 1 mythic card. Now they're selling you 1 mythic card for 950 crystals plus the 50,000 gold. That's BS. So no, I would also steer clear of this, and I would say, Netmarble, if you're watching, please give us more cards. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm getting a little agitated here. We need more cards, and we need more opportunities to re-roll them so that it reduces the amount of screwy, shitty RNG that we experience when we're re-rolling cards. And then the last one is the boost point package. It is 1,000 boost points for 950 crystals. This is also pretty bad. If you compare it to the boost point sub, yes, the boost point sub costs real money, but you do get a lot more out of it. Where the hell is it? It is, $10 US, which is equivalent to about 1,100, 1,200 crystals. You get 300 crystals instantly, so that's, only 900 or 1,000 crystals anyways. And then you get 3,000 boost points, and you get an increased boost effect in general. So, listen, unless you're super desperate for boost points and you need them like a mad dog, all the boost point sales are bad. The only reason why I ever purchase boost points, i.e. from the boost point pack, is because it does affect your loyalty points, whereas the crystal purchases do not. So loyalty points are better if you're looking to get to specific tiers like tier 4, which is the best one. And also because I just desperately need it. But also, if you look at the math, 500 crystals here, that knocks about $4 off of this sale. That means it's only about $10 to get loyalty points, the same number of boost points, and 500,000 gold. So unless you're someone who's saving up Stark stashes and you're getting, you know, way more than $1 per 100 crystals, it's really not worth it for you to ever purchase boost points for crystals, because you can either purchase them with real money and get 3,000 over the month, or you can purchase them with real money and get as many or more boost points for the same cost, and then you also get loyalty points. So it really doesn't make sense there. And honestly, boost points are a luxury more than a necessity, so it doesn't really make sense to do it and to invest unless you're, again, really desperate. As far as the other sales that are going on right now, we have the tier 3 premium pack. This is a worse version of the relay sale that happens for every update, it seems now. It happened for the Fantastic Four update, and then it happened again for the Captain Marvel update. And the relay, the last leg of the relay, is this price in Canadian. It's $100 US, and instead of 8,000 crystals, it's 1,100. So it's an extra 3,000 crystals, which is a big deal. It's the same tier 3 materials, and then you also get, I believe, 200 boost points or 500 boost points. And, oh yeah, 50 million gold. And that's the one that I ended up having to purchase for Doctor Doom after that update pretty much robbed me. So this sale, while it is better than the regular tier 3 booster, it's of course better. It gives you double the crystals, and it gives you an additional biometric selector. It's still not nearly as good as the relay. Now, of course, the relay is technically more expensive because you have to purchase the first 4 levels of the relay before you can get to number 5. But you also have to consider the value of that relay against this one because they're offering similar resources for the tier 3 materials. So in general, I would steer clear of this one. The Mega Upgrade Pack is also pretty new. For $40, you're getting a suboptimal amount of crystals and a suboptimal Mega Rank Up ticket. This is worth about 2,000 crystals, so technically you're getting about 4,400 crystals worth for $40. It's not bad, it's just not very good. And you can save up a Stark stash for a month and get a Mega Rank Up ticket because they go on sale every month. So you really shouldn't be that desperate for a Mega Rank Up ticket, if you know what I mean. You just wait a month and it'll be on sale. And you'll pay $5 for it because you saved up your Stark stash, and that's 2,450 crystals. And also you do have a lower VIP tiered sale, which is the same cost, and it gives you double the crystals. I think it's 4,400 crystals. And the same other items. So if you're a low VIP, like under VIP 7 or 8, you will see that one periodically when you log in. I don't have a picture of it, but it has Thor on it, the OG Thor with the helmet, and he's like hammering something, and it's like, hey, upgrade your character's VIP pack. That one is just basically a way better version of this one. So if you're in that park, you should skip this one and get that one. And then if you're higher VIP like me, you probably don't need this shit anyways. Beyond that, basically it's pretty much your standard course of stuff in the store. There's nothing really new. I may do an updated video later on the shield support pack because it actually does have some value. It's still expensive, it's not cheap, but it has a bit more value than I initially gave it credit for. So maybe look out for that one in the future, tied to an updated gold farming video. That's right. So let me know what you guys think of the new sales. Let me know what sales you would like to see that Netmarble is not giving us yet. And don't say dumb shit like a uniform for 100 crystals. I mean, come on, be reasonable. Subscribe if you enjoy the content. Watch all the videos because I need the money. And of course, if you like what you see, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care.